Welcome to the 2024 IPF World Classic and Equipped Bench Press Championships. Presented by Eleiko and SBD, we are live from Austin, Texas. This is day 7 of the competition, the first day of equipped competition. My name's Joe Whiteley and I'm here with the one and only Gary Williams.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic week and a bit so far. We had the Classic earlier on. It was an absolutely incredible week of competition. So much depth of competition among the athletes, and of course now the equipped. And this is where things change quite a bit. It's a very, very different lift. So much can go wrong, so much can go right. It's not unusual to see a board full of red in the first round or even the first 2 rounds and then watch them smoke their third.
There's always excitement. So you have the running order on the screen in front of you right now. We have 2 weight classes in the first flight, the Women's Open 47 kilo and 52 kilo classes. Then we'll move through to the Men's Open in the second flight, and that will be the 59 kilo class and 66 kilo class.
You know, these are pretty tight classes as well. There's not a whole lot separating the top lifters here.
Yeah, especially in the 52s.
And in equipped, these opening lifts are generally irrelevant in regards to where they're going to finish.
Yeah, it really is. You might see a lifter come out wearing raw competition. 10 kilos is a big jump, but here you might take a 20 kilo jump. Maybe not in the lighter weight classes like we have here. We are already underway, and this is Asiya Orizbekova, Kazakhstan, for 70 kilos. She's in the 47 kilo class. You can possibly look at goodlift.info. You'll see the live score sheet. You'll be able to keep a good eye on who's in which class, but that was a phenomenal opener.
Really interesting technique as well. You watch the replay, she rolls her wrist back into it as she touches. It was really quite an interesting technique there.
Yeah, I didn't spot that actually, Gary.
And then rolls it forward again on the press.
And we have another lifter in the 47s. This is Yuka Miyazaki. She's looking for 87.5 kilos to open her account.
You know, I mean, if you're looking at Classic here and you had a gap between, you know, the first lifter and the last lifter of 30 kilos, you'd expect that first lift, that 100 kilos to be
absolutely
way in front.
Get it, yeah.
In equipped lifting, though, I just have no idea of what the next lift is going to be.
Nice opening attempt there from Miyazaki. Haven't seen her at World Bench since Tokyo 2019.
Wow.
Our lifter is Zina Dimian.
Yeah, that was another big World Bench competition. We had over 1,000 lifters there.
Zina Dimian, Ukraine, is out next for 95. She's our first lifter out in the 52s.
And is just 27 years old.
Took a big gap from competition between 2019 and 2023. She came back at the European Equipped in July last year. Took the silver medal that day. A little bit of a wobble on the way up. The bar didn't dip, and that's all that matters. The bar must go to arm's length in one continuous movement. It can stop, it cannot go down.
Yeah, that's pretty good. There's a little bit of a stall in the middle there. Just in the transition, but it was just a stall.
She is 35 years old, been competing 3 years.
Here's Maria Koyukova, Finland, for 102.5. She just missed the podium in Sun City last year. She just missed the podium at the Euros. Can she make that step up today?
Oh, it's a tough class to make the podium, isn't it?
But with a quick bench, anything can happen, and often does. Wow.
She struggled to block out there, and yeah, that's a no lift. Got yellow card.
105.
It could indicate probably butt lift, or let's have a little look on the side.
And that bar is loaded. Our lifter, Oksana Motrunchik from Ukraine.
Now,
She
all
is
3
32
gave a
years
yellow
old
card,
and
and I
has been
didn't really see
competing
butt lift
7
there, so I
years.
wonder if it was commands.
It could have been commands.
That's
yeah.
not something you can pick up on the replay. And we often don't hear the referee's commands with our headphones on. But she gets 2 more tries at that, and as you say, it's not unusual to miss your first bench in equipped
Not
lifting.
at all unequipped.
This is Oksana Motrunchik, Ukraine. She is our final lifter in the 47 kilo class, 105 on the bar.
A difficult touch, but a good press.
The shirt was
That's
trying
a
to
good
flatten
lift
her out
for
there. You
3
could
white
see
lights.
her
We
having to
remain at
resist her head
105.
coming forward.
She really wanted to lift her head there. It's hard not to. I mean, especially if you've got a tight shirt that's really compressing you.
But your head must
Bar
remain
is
in contact with the
loaded
bench,
from Marcella
and she
Sandvik
managed to keep that there
of
really nicely.
Finland. She is 50 years old and been
Marcella
competing
Sandvik,
half of her life. Works
she's
as a nurse.
now up in the M2 category. That's the 50 to 59 years old. She moved up this year.
And still one of the top nominations in the Opens.
Fourth place at World Bench last year.
Oh, that was nice and clean, that one all the way, wasn't it?
That is
And
an
I
easy
think we
opener
can
with
see the
3 white
experience
lights.
in that lift.
Please raise the bar to 107.5. It is loaded and ready for Maura Shuttleworth from the United States of America. 48 years old, been competing 25 years.
Here's Maura Shuttleworth,
Earns her
USA.
living as a lawyer.
And it's definitely a familiar face.
Was she in Sun City last year?
She was not. She has done, I'm just looking down the list, I think she's done something like 8 world benches. She was in Kazakhstan. In fact, you've missed her twice, Gary, because she wasn't in Vilnius and she wasn't in Sun City. She was in Kazakhstan 2022.
Well, haven't missed her this time.
I think you last saw her in Tokyo 2019.
Oh, that was a
That
perfect
is a no lift.
example of the shirt going
Raise
its
the
own
bar to
direction.
110.
If you bring the bar down and it's going slightly the wrong way, then it's going to come up in the wrong way and fire itself towards your head.
Our lifter is
is
Amila
what happened here.
Desanayaka of Great Britain. She is 36 years old and has been competing 5 years.
Now here's Emila Disanayaka, GB. The clock is ticking, but the lifter's not coming out. There's some confusion.
Yeah, I think there's. She needs the blocks, so they'll reset the clock. You don't see this platform crew make errors often at all.
Now she was the bronze medalist in Sun City last year. She lifted at the UK Arnold actually
Now
in
we're
March.
ready for Amila Desanayaka. Bar is loaded.
Looking for 110 kilos. She's looking in a good position at this competition.
Yeah, if she can get her opener on cleanly, she puts herself in very good position to go after the
But that's
gold.
great progression, isn't it, Gary? She finished on 100 last year, opening on 110 this year.
Oh, that's a hard touch, isn't it?
But it didn't really give her a lot off the
Yeah,
chest.
she didn't get the speed I thought she'd get with a hard
That's
touch
a
like
good
that.
lift for Amila.
Nevertheless, that is a good lift
Raise
for
the bar
Emila.
to 120.
Yeah, usually when it's a tough touch
Bar is loaded.
through the shirt, it's usually a bit of a quicker press, but
Our
We do
lifter
say a
from
bit more
Japan
weight,
is
you get an
Miyabi
easier touch and it will
Kikuchi,
fire up a bit quicker.
26 years old and has been competing
Miyabi
9
Kikuchi,
years.
Japan for 120. Now this will put her some distance out into the lead in the 52 kilo class.
the current world record for the 52 kilos is 165.5.
Wow.
It's massive.
Bad
That
as he
was spot on the
split
money,
open
wasn't
attempt
it?
to lift is good, 3 white
She
lights.
is the
We take
defending
the bar
world
down
champion from
to
Sun
80
City.
kilos for round 2.
Well, if she keeps lifting like that, she'll be a double world champion.
Bar is loaded.
That was
Our
just
lifter
perfect.
from Kazakhstan, Asiya.
So this is where we are right now in the 47 kilo class. It's Oksana Motunchik from
She
Yuka
opened with 70
Miyazaki and
has jumped
Asiya
10
Orazbekova. In the 52 kilo class, Kikuchi leads from Dissanayaka and Sandvik. We have 2 lifters that haven't got a lift on the board yet. That's really not unusual, as you alluded to,
it
Gary.
really isn't unusual at all. I mean, I don't think I've ever got my first lift. That's my claim to fame of only ever getting my second.
Second round now, and this is Asiya Orazbekova for 80.
And
It's
the
an,
lift
it's
is
an
good.
incredibly strong technique.
Raised
It's
the bar
working
to
brilliantly for her
95
as well.
kilos. That bar is loaded and ready for Yuka Miyazaki.
A platform
of
crew
Japan.
working so fast
Maybe
here that
strong
before the replays even
87.5
started,
on her
the
opener.
next lift is being called to the bar.
Moves
They have
to
been
95.
absolutely exceptional all week.
Oh, they've been an amazing platform crew.
Second lift for Yuka Miyazaki, Japan for 95. This will move her closer to Motrunchik. No, it won't.
That's a no lift. We
She
will see
just
her
didn't
one more
catch the
time.
speed.
Our next weight, 102.5.
So if you can see that back from the front, I'll try and take a look at
Bar is loaded.
what went on
for
there. The
Zina
descent looked good,
Demian
and she got a nice
of
touch.
Ukraine. She opened at 95.
But
and
it
has moved
just hit
Yeah.
the point where the
To
shirt stops
102.5.
helping you, and she wasn't underneath it to drive it home. Zina Demian, Ukraine for 102.5.
Really gets up onto those shoulders and digs them in. Oh, it was
Unfortunately,
scrappy.
yeah.
But
She did well to give up on that though, and not fight a lift that she'd
That is a
already
no
failed.
lift for
yeah,
Zina.
the touch looked like it was
Our next
almost
weight,
too easy.
105 kilos. It is loaded and ready.
I think she
From
just pushed
Maria
it in the wrong direction.
Krejcikova.
Yeah. She seemed to get enough speed, but I think you're right there. I think it
Misty
just moved in the wrong direction.
102.5 Has elected to go
Now,
up to
Maria
105.
Koyakova, Finland, missed 102.5.
Yeah, we had 3 yellow cards on that, and we couldn't really see from where we were and what it was actually for. So
We presume it was commands. That's not something you do twice in the same
I
competition.
hope not. But it's something we've all done.
Got up to 105 for this. I didn't
That
really
is
see
a
what
no
happened
lift.
there.
She will get one more
Maybe she
attempt.
told the spotters to
Load
take
the bar
it.
to
Yeah.
107.5.
You can see
did.
that back from the
Shuttleworth.
front, maybe.
Bar is loaded. She missed the 107.5 on her opener. Taking it again.
Oh, it started to go back on her.
Right. And here's Maura Shuttleworth, also hasn't got one on the board yet. She's elected to take the same weight again, 107.5.
Yeah, it was just a case of it just didn't press. I mean, it went a bit off in direction. She had a bit of an awkward touch.
This will move her temporarily anyway up to third place.
It's a much nicer touch on that one.
The bar certainly stalled out.
I'm
Did
gonna
it
wait for the
dip?
referees.
And
No,
the
she
Oh,
gets 3
that's
white
good.
lights.
We stay at 107.5.
So we have
Bar is
Shuttleworth
loaded
on the
for
board now with
Marcella
107.5,
of
sitting
Finland.
in third place. But here comes Marcella Sandvik with this same weight at a lighter
She'll
body
get
weight, so she'll move
105.
past.
And a lot of experience,
And has moved up to 107.5.
which is oh so important in
Trying
a
to
quick
go from
lifting.
4th to 3rd place in the 52 kilo class.
I think that's good.
It
That
is.
a perfect attempt with 3 white lights. Raised the bar to
Now, I
110
may be
kilos.
wrong, but I thought Marcella Sandvik had a
Our
significant
lifter is
injury
Oksana
several years ago.
Matrunchik. Bar
Okay.
is loaded.
I could be wrong, but I'll have to check on that.
She is your current leader in the 47 kilo class.
So this is Oksana Matrunchik, Ukraine. She's only gone up 5 kilos. I think she's just pacing to stay ahead.
Yeah, look, I mean, in this case, you don't need to be storming out in front and taking big risks. With a small jump like 5 kilos, there's not really any significant adjustment you need to do to the shirt.
That was nice.
Looks good.
She has capacity. She has
That's a good
more to
lift, 2 to
come.
1.
Blue card
Please
failure
raise
from the
the bar
centre ref
to
could be either up and down movement at the bar or
115
soft lockout.
kilos.
So let's take a look at that from the front. I don't think there was any up and down movement.
Bar is loaded.
No,
We
seems
call to the
okay.
platform
Yeah, not sure what the
Amila
referee saw there.
Dissanayake of Great Britain.
Here's Amila Dissanayake, GB for 115. Sitting really nicely in second place right now.
Yeah, she's in a good spot there.
She could do with getting this on the board to defend against Sandvik. That's a
I don't
tough
think
one.
she's going to lock it.
That's a shame because I think she kept her position really well, controlled the bar really well. Just didn't seem to be rewarded with a nice pop off the chest.
27.5. Our lifter, Miyabi Kikuchi of Japan. Bar is loaded.
Next out, it's Miyabi Kikuchi, Japan for 127.5. She is
your
leading the
leader in
field.
52 kilo.
And if
Yeah.
she gets this, Gary, probably.
I think that locks it away. I mean, Great Britain would have to take a very big Hail Mary after a failed lift.
And Dissanayake is going to have to defend hard against Sandvik and Shuttleworth. But here's Miyabi for 127.5 to probably lock up the world title. I think that's good.
Yeah, I think it's good. Yeah, it is
Ladies and
3
gentlemen,
whites.
she just
There was a little bit of a
extended
stall
that
here and there, but I don't think it actually came to a
Looking very
complete stop.
strong.
I think from the angle we were looking at it looked like it.
Strip the bar to 90 kilos. We start round 3.
Yeah, in 3-stage lift there.
So in the 47 kilo class, Oksana Matrunchik on 110 leads
Bar
the
is
class
loaded.
and probably is
Our lifter is
unlikely to be
Asiya
caught.
Urizbekova
Yuki Miyazaki has
of
87.5. Asiya Orazbekova on 80. In the
She will
52 kilo
attempt to
class
go
is
from the
Kikuchi on
bronze to the
127.5.
silver medal
Amila
with this 90
Dissanayake
kilo
on
attempt.
110. Sandvik on 107.5.
Yeah, Sandvik and Shuttleworth are both going to coming from behind.
This is Asiya Orazbekova, Kazakhstan, for her final lift. 90 kilos to move ahead of Miyazaki.
Oh, I think it's
That's
it was
just ground
too
to a
heavy.
halt. Yeah.
That is a no lift. Our next weight, 95
She
So
could use-
Orazbekova takes the bronze.
Yeah, she could use a little bit more speed off the chest.
Bar is loaded. We have an attempt change. Hold up.
So now that Miyazaki isn't defending against Orazbekova, she has put 110 in to try and challenge for the lead.
Attempt change in
What
progress.
is she, 100 grams lighter, is she?
So we have more
Our
attempt
weight
changes
will be
coming through.
105 for Maria Kuzikova
We're just
of
waiting for
Finland.
these changes to filter down and we'll see who's going to come out next. And I think it will be a lifter in peril. It's Maria
Bar
Koyakova,
is loaded
Finland.
for Maria.
Yeah, she just can't seem to put it all
Ladies and
together.
gentlemen, she needs this
It's
to
equipped lifting. It is
register
really
a
hard to put it all
successful
together on
attempt.
the day. Her first one didn't really go well. We're not
I know
really
you
sure
want
what
to
went
see
wrong.
her get
The
on
second
the
one on the
board.
bar started to shift
We
back
need
on her.
this attempt.
But we see it all the time for the lifter to come back and absolutely smoke their third.
Yeah, she would have come off the platform both those times, communicated with the coach what the issue is. The shirt's loose, it's not sitting right. She got a great touch on that. That
I
was
think she's
so
got
much
it.
better. Look at
And
that.
she is
3
Three
white
white
lights.
You gotta love
And
seeing
relief
that.
comes off her in
You know,
waves.
Our next
And that's what we
weight,
talk about in equipped
107.5,
lifting.
is
You know,
loaded
the
and
first
ready
2
for
lifts
Zina
just
Demyan
couldn't get
of
the shirt
Ukraine.
set right. Everything was awkward.
She is
The touch on that
attempting
one
to
was
move
fantastic.
From 6th place into the bronze medal position.
Zina Demyan, Ukraine, for 107.5. Missed 102.5. She's gone up 5 kilos nonetheless to, I mean, this will move her from 6th to 3rd. That's how closely packed the field is.
On one lift, go to the podium.
That is a no lift.
Just timed that wrong, I
Yeah.
think, unfortunately.
Raise the bar to 110 kilos. The lifter is Yuka Miyazaki of Japan.
And equip bench is so fragile.
Bar is loaded.
You make one little error.
Yuka Miyazaki. Now that she doesn't have to defend against Orozbekova, she's taking the challenge to Motrunchik.
Yeah, well, she's, what, 100 grams lighter. So this will put her in front. I did think that went down awfully
And that is a
fast.
no lift for Yuka.
Didn't seem to meet any resistance at all, did it?
Please take the bar to 110 kilos.
It was
Our
certainly
lifter
worth a shot,
We
though.
have an attempt change. Hold up.
So we have another attempt change coming through now. I think it's
We still have
Shuttleworth?
110.
Yeah, is it Moira Shuttleworth putting in a change?
Bar is loaded for Maura Shuttleworth.
yeah. So this is Maura
She is
Shuttleworth,
attempting
USA.
to go from 4th to the
It's only a
bronze
2.5
medal
kilo
for
increase, but
110.
this will move her up onto the podium with Sandvik
Trying
still
make
to
the
respond.
podium.
Got a nice
That was
touch.
a great line. I think she got it.
Locks it out.
Yeah,
The
she
judges
did. She
say
gets
the
2
lift
whites.
is
There was a
2 to
blue
1.
card from the side
Our next
referee,
weight,
which I think in that case
112.5.
was a
We
bar
have an attempt
moving
change.
up and down. But
I think
it was
so.
okay.
Lockout looked good,
The presses hold the phone.
but I don't think that went down.
I can certainly see why a side referee.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you're seeing
We
one
need
end of the bar.
110.
They're not getting a lovely front on replay.
Yeah,
are they?
we get
Yeah.
the fantastic slow motion replays.
We can all be the experts when we get all the angles and slow motion
Bar is
replays.
loaded for Marcella.
Marcella
She
Sandvik
will
now
attempt to
is
go
going
from
to try
fourth
to go back
to
past
the
Shuttleworth for the
bronze
bronze medal.
And unseat Maura Shuttleworth.
Well, that was a high touch point. She recovered well, though.
That's a strong looking
That was
attempt.
superb.
It is good. 3 white lights.
And she's made the
Has
podium.
moved into a
Bronze medal for
bronze medal.
Sandvik.
When was the last time
Makes the
Sandvik
podium.
competed?
I'll just
In
take a
world
look.
rank.
Raised the bar
Was
to
it Tokyo?
115 kilos.
Let me just check on that. It was
Bar is loaded
Sun
for
City.
a
She's
Oh, she did
silver
compete in
medalist
Sun
in Sun
City.
City, yeah.
Tisana Yaka of Great Britain.
In fact, I think she's been to every one for about a decade. Now, Emila Dissanayaka, GB, missed 115, which was a real shame. She kept her position so well, nice high chest, got a really good touch, but just didn't seem to be able to get any benefit out of the shirt.
Well, let's hope coaches have made a few little adjustments. I'm sure they would have. They're a great coaching team out there.
She's safe in silver medal position, but she's going to want to get this lift.
Yeah, the shirt's a bit tight up. We're not getting a lot of
She's-
speed out of that shirt.
Oh, I thought she was
That
going
is
to
a
grind
good
through.
lift. She did get
Not
credit
quite
for
there.
110.
Silver medal is a brilliant result, though.
Certainly is.
We move to 120 kilos. Bar is loaded. Our lifter, Oksana Motrunchik of Ukraine.
2 lifts remain in this flight, and this is Oksana Motrunchik. She has already won in the 47s. Going to add 10 kilos to her second. 120 on the bar.
Oh, that was a lot of work. I think it's okay.
Yeah, I think
And
it's
the
good.
lift is good 2 to
A
1.
yellow card infraction
Our
from the
final
centre seat.
attempt
So if we can see it
of
from the
this
centre,
group.
from the front, I'm sorry.
Could that have been head
132.5
movement,
for
possibly?
Miyabi
She was struggling to keep her head down before, but I don't see it move that time. No, I can't see it. But we didn't see the feet there. It may have
No,
been
that's
foot
right.
movement.
But she gets it on the board, though.
Now this is massive. Miyabi Kikuchi, Japan. 132.5 on the bar for a lifter that weighed in today at 51.8 kilos.
That's incredible, isn't it?
Bar is loaded, and we are ready for Miyabi.
We're looking at
Kikuchi
2.5
of Japan.
times body weight.
Third and final attempt of the World Championships.
She has already won her class. Wow.
Makes it look easy. She gets a yellow
That
card
lift is
from
good,
the
2 to
centre
1,
referee.
and there is
That
your
was a
world
phenomenal
champion.
bench. Really good. So that means that Oksana Motrunchik is your new world champion in the 47 kilo class, with Yuka Miyazaki taking the silver and Asiya Orozbekova taking the bronze. In the 52 kilo class, it's Miyabi Kikuchi, with Amila Desanaya taking the silver, Marcela Sandvik gets the bronze. We move straight into the men's category.
Bar is loaded.
We have
Our
3
lifter,
categories here.
Daniel
It's the 59
Gonzalez
kilo,
of Great
66
Britain.
kilo, and the Special Olympics. And here's Dan McGauley from Great Britain in the Special Olympics for 85 kilos.
He's a regular at nearly every World Bench Press
He is.
Championship.
He is in the 59 kilo weight class, and he has 85 kilos in his hands. That's really strong from Dan.
That is a good
Three
lift
whites.
for Daniel. Give it up for Daniel McCauley. Our next weight is 150 kilos.
Certainly
Bar
no
is
problem with
loaded.
elbow
Our
depth
lifter
there.
is Amir Reza Mesfarouche from Iran.
Next out is Emir Reza Mesfarouche,
He's
Iran.
44 years old, been
He
competing
is
3
looking
years,
for
and he
150
works
kilos.
as a coach.
And the legend that is the legend in his corner. How could you not enjoy the day being coached by that man?
Daiki Kadama. He picked up his, I can't remember, 23rd world title? I might not have that number quite right.
I've lost count.
But this is Amir for 150. Had a great day out, got the bronze medal in the Classic. And he clipped
Oh,
the
he
rack
recovered-
there,
he
but
recovered
I think
that
he's
so
got
well.
it.
And the lift is
Oh.
no good, 2 to 1.
Got a double movement on the
So
blue
let's see the
card.
front view replay for that, because I think he's been called on up and down.
It is loaded and ready for Alexander Chernyshov.
Yeah, I'm not
of
sure that did
Ukraine.
go up and down. At any rate, it was
He
no
is
lift for
58
Amir.
years old, has
And
been
here's
competing
Alexander
34
Chernyshov, Ukraine,
years.
for 165. He is in the 66 kilo class. Again, we have a number of weight classes to keep track of.
Yeah, so it never hurts to get online to goodlift.info and get the live scoreboard. Help keep track of it. Oh, that moved quick, didn't it?
It really did.
That is a strong attempt.
Three whites.
I was just taking a look. He wasn't actually in Sun City last year. I don't think Ukraine sent many lifters to.
I don't recall if Ukraine sent any lifters.
Not absolutely certain.
Bar is loaded for Camille.
But he was the world champion
11 years.
for the previous 3. Now, Kamil Ivaziov, USA. He practically skipped out to the platform.
He's making sure he gets to use all of those 60 seconds to set up.
175 kilos on the bar. He's in the 66s.
You can see him working through that shirt.
Yeah,
And it
great
looks
job.
Good.
That's a strong opener. The lift is good, 2-1. Please raise the bar to 185.
The yellow card for the centre
Our
referee
lifter,
there.
Fredrik Eskil Mervang of Norway.
Not entirely sure what it was. Obviously, we can't see the
Bar
feet.
is
It
loaded
looked
for
okay.
Fredrik. He's 34 years old and works in
Fredrik
IT.
Eskil Mervang, Norway, now for 185. He also lifted in the Classic earlier in the week.
Certainly did. He's been lifting for quite some time, very successfully as well.
That was a lovely
That was
opener.
fantastic.
The lift is
185,
good, 3
no
white
trouble at all for a 59
Raise the
kilo
bar to
lifter.
187. It is loaded and ready. Our lifter, Ivan Kuvalin.
Just taking a look. Yep, Fredrik
from
took the
Kazakhstan.
bronze
He's
medal in the
23
Classic.
years old and has been competing 9 years.
Ivan Kuvaldin, Kazakhstan, for 187.5. Also in the 59s. World champion in 2018-2019.
Well, that was the most interesting setup I've ever seen. I don't think I could do that with a bar in my hand.
And the lift is good. Please
He
load
is a strong
195
lad.
kilos.
He doesn't look too happy with it, but it's a good lift. He got 3 white lights. Moves him ahead of Mervang.
Bar is loaded. Our next lifter is Bat.
Batumgalan Perevsaran, Mongolia, for 195.
He competed in the Classic as well last week.
He did. He just missed the podium. 5 kilos behind Fredrik Mervang. Hasn't lifted equipped at World Bench before. That came down on his chest with a thud.
It certainly did, didn't it?
That's a
He
good
gets
lift.
the
good
lift.
Raise the bar to 205.
I'm going to watch the
Our
replay
next
on
lifter
this.
is Yuki Hirakawa.
He hit
of
the rack.
Japan.
That was the
Bar
thud.
is loaded.
Right.
He was a bit uneven on his descent and it just clipped the safety.
Here's Yuki Hirakawa, Japan, for 205. He's I'm sorry, the scoreboard hadn't updated and I confused myself. hugely looking at the wrong thing. He's just out of the juniors, or possibly in his last year of the juniors.
Yeah, what is he, 23 years of age? So
Yeah, I'm just looking at 2001. Yeah, so this is last year of the juniors. He has the junior world record at 200.5. So presumably...
Yeah, 205 is the junior record. I didn't even catch that earlier.
And
Now,
that is
he
even
is
lift for
lifting in the
Yuki.
open category, so if he wants to
Our
break a
next
junior
weight,
record, he can't tip it.
217.5.
No, I think he must have...
It is loaded and ready.
no, that should
Our
be the
lifter,
record,
we
shouldn't it?
call
Yeah,
to the
205
Yeah, it's
is
just
the world junior
updated.
record.
It wasn't announced, but that was a
Austria.
junior world record. The score sheet's playing all sorts of tricks on us today, but here is Andreas Frasel, Austria, for 217.5. He's in the 66s.
Fast press. A little bit
That was
awkward
a
in the lockout.
tremendously easy
He's
opener,
got
but
2
no
yellow
lift.
cards, and I'm wondering if his butt came off the bench there.
Maybe we should get a side view replay.
230 kilos.
There's not much of it on the bench to
Yeah,
start
he has
with.
that positioning. Yeah,
Yep,
came
there it went.
well off the bench.
We have a light shining through to the side
It
camera,
is
so it's
loaded and
obvious
ready.
when the butt
Our
comes
lifter,
up. Your butt,
Abdul
shoulders and head must
Karaman
remain in contact
of
with the bench.
Kazakhstan. He's 30 years old and has been competing.
So here's
half of
Abdul
his
Karim
life.
Karaman, Kazakhstan, for
He works as a
230.
coach.
Last two lifters are both in the 66 kilo class, both taking 230 as their opener. He won the classic competition.
That's an enormous weight for this weight class.
Easy.
And that is
Wow.
almost
The
that is
lift is
almost
getting
4 times
green
body
lights.
weight.
And the world record, Gary,
We
in this
stay at
class, in the 66s?
250 kilos. Oh, he's edging ever close to it, isn't he?
Bar
Well,
is
if this was
ready
classic, I'd say
for
20 kilos is a big jump up
Masashi
to it in this in the 66s, but
Fukuda
in
of
equipped,
Japan.
possibly.
Well,
He is 40 years old
Fukuda
and
is
a gym owner.
So that's 250 is Masashi Fukuda, who's on the bench right now. He's only with 230.
and now Fukuda is a masters lifter now. The M1 record is
Ah.
233.
Oh, wow.
He's just
Yeah, this
become a
year he's
Masters
into the
lifter.
Masters, yeah. So this will be an M1 world record.
No, the current world record is 233. So
Oh, excuse me. So
he'll
he's
be-
a little bit underneath it.
next lift will be, I'd say. That lockout looked interesting.
The lift is
The
good,
centre ref
2-1.
agreed with you, so let's take a look at the lockout
We are ready
from the
for round
front.
2. We take it down to 92.5 kilos.
I think it's okay.
Yeah.
We will call out.
So in the
one
59
moment
kilo
from
class,
Great
Hirakawa leads from Purevsurin from
Bar is
Kuvaldin,
loaded for
and in
Daniel
66s it's
McDonald.
Karaman from Fukuda
Come
from
on out, Daniel.
Ivasyov. Into the
Somebody
second round now,
clap
and
their
here's
hands for
Dan
this young
McGauley
man.
in the Special Olympics class, 59 kilo category. He opened with 85. He's taken a big jump up, Gary, 92.5 on the bar.
Huge jump. I think that equals his personal best. I think he did 92.5 in Sun City, I think.
And I think he's got it.
Yeah, it looks good from here. Obviously, we're not out on the platform.
That is a
Oh,
no
he's got
lift.
2
Ladies
red
and
cards.
gentlemen, if you like
Did
what
he-
you
did
see,
he
give
rack
it
it
up for
early,
Daniel.
Gary?
We
He
may have
seemed to
done.
go back into the rack very
Our next
quickly.
weight, 150 kilos.
I think you might be right there.
It is loaded and ready.
He got
Yeah,
to the
he
top
didn't
and went
wait.
straight into the rack. You have to wait for the centre referee to tell you to rack
this
it.
on his opener.
So here's Amir Reza Mesfarouche. and the master of Daiki Kodama is coaching him today. I think he's been training with him for a while now.
What an incredible experience that would be.
Absolutely. Now, Amir missed his opener. He's retaking it.
Yeah,
Is
so Amir lifted his opener. He got the double movement. He
that's
looks like
right.
he clipped the rack.
He just needs to lock that right side. Yes,
He
there we
gets it
go.
there.
And the lift
2
is
to
good,
1.
2
That
to
is
1.
a good lift
He is
for
on the
Amir.
board. Our next weight,
Breathes a
please
sigh
load
of
the bar
relief.
to 172.5.
No dip of the bar. It wiggled about a
Bar
bit
is loaded
laterally.
for
It
Alex
certainly
think it went up and
wiggled about.
down.
It wasn't the
Shaw,
prettiest of
opened
lifts.
at 165 and has elected to go up 7.5 kilos.
This is Alexander Chernyshov, Ukraine, for 172.5.
His opener looked good. It's not a huge jump to 172.5.
Sitting in 4th place right now.
And the lift
Yeah,
is
that's
good.
3 white lights.
Load the bar to 185 kilos for Camille Awasio of the United States. That bar is loaded and ready for Camille. He opened up at 175 and has moved
And
up 10 kilos.
Kamil Ivasiov fires onto the platform like he's been shot out of a cannon. He's gone up 10 to 185. I love the energy.
It's absolutely fantastic. He's also just into the M1s as well.
Didn't
It's
quite get the
tough.
speed
I
that he
don't know if
wanted.
that arm is locked either.
I'm not sure about the left arm.
And that is a no look
Three
for
reds.
Camille. We will see him one more time. Please load the bar to 187.5. It is loaded and ready for Frederick.
Just couldn't quite get to the top. That left arm would not lock.
He jumps 2.5 kilos trying to go
So,
from
Frederick
fourth
Eskil Mervang,
to 3rd place.
he was the world champion. I had the pleasure of commentating on him winning his first world title in Kazakhstan.
Oh, he got the gold in Kazakhstan.
He did,
That's
yeah,
right.
he did. I can't quite remember
He-
whether it was equipped or classic.
He has been so close so
Yeah.
many times.
And I think that's 187.5 for Frederick
And the lift
Mervang.
is good.
That's so good that you were there for it. He has been so close on so many occasions.
Yeah, it was a great moment.
It is loaded, and we are ready for.
So
Ivan
that puts Mervang into
Kuvaldin
3rd place.
of
But here
Kazakhstan.
comes Ivan Kuvaldin,
This is a
Kazakhstan,
2.5 kilo
for
jump
190
and an
to
attempt go
sneak
from
past.
fourth
It
to
seems like
third
these two have
place
taken the
to
view that the top
59.
two are out of reach, and we're just going to have a battle for that 3rd podium step.
Yeah, look, and that's what you do, isn't it? You've got to look at the board and think, is that achievable, or should I look at another goal?
Yeah, Kuvaldin is heavier than Mervang, so he has to do 2.5 more.
Oh, wow, that
Easy.
was fast.
Wow.
That is a smooth
They
attempt
had
with
that
3
shirt
white lights.
dialed in absolutely
Please raise
perfectly
the
on that
bar
one.
to
Now, I'm going to
205
revise my statement that
kilos.
the top two are out of reach, because I think Kuvaldin could possibly step past Purev Surin,
Bar is
depending on what he
loaded. We
puts up
call to
next.
the
Yeah, he certainly has
platform
the
from
capacity.
Mongolia, Bob Amgalan Pure
So this
Serum.
is Bak Amgalan Purev
He made a
Surin from
195
Mongolia.
and has moved up
205
10
on the
kilos.
bar. This will match Hirakawa, but not move past him.
He's about 700 grams heavier, so
has a no lift
Yeah.
spot.
Not
We
quite
will see him
there.
one more
So
time.
that opens the door now for
Raise the bar to
Kuvaldin.
200
Certainly does.
kilos.
That makes a big
Yuki
difference.
Hirakawa is the lifter. Bar is loaded. This is a junior world record. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to clap your hands for Yuki.
So here we go. This is a junior world
Anybody
record for
care to see
Yuki
a world
Hirakawa.
record
He
fall?
has
Now
the
is
world
time
record
to get
himself.
behind this young
He
man.
is going to absolutely destroy the world record with 210.
Broke it on his first with 205. Going to add another 5 kilos to it now. And the open record, Gary, in this class.
220.5, so that is within reach as well.
He will want to secure the gold first, but if he's sure he's won, I'm sure he's going to put at least a placeholder of it on for his third.
Yeah, I would imagine so. I mean, if his 210 moves well, I mean 220.5 is well within reach.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
Wow.
pretty good lift.
Looking attempt.
Now I think from a
And we
coaching
have a
perspective,
new junior
the only thing that
world
makes sense now is to put a world record attempt in for his third, and he can drop back if
Yeah,
he
that's
needs
right.
to defend.
Put it up there nice and high. It's a placeholder. If you are securing that gold, go for it.
It is
Otherwise,
loaded.
you can drop back.
We await Andres
It's bench press
Frazel
only,
from
so you get 2
Austria.
changes on your last lift, much
Missed
like
this on his
deadlift in
opener.
3-lift competition.
Let's see him get
Being
on
in
the
lead,
board.
you have all the power. You just put it. Yeah, and he has. He's put 222
Yeah.
on. Not 221, interestingly. Sure, he has his reasons. This is Andreas Frazel, Austria, for the second attempt at 217.5. Oh, and he made that look so easy.
Andres
You have to
has
wonder
moved
what happened
into
the first
third
time round.
place,
But this is
ladies
a
and
quick
gentlemen.
benching. Your first lift, you're calibrating the shirt, getting everything set just right.
Like we said, I mean, we don't often see this much green on a first lift. Oh, he smoked that one,
Yeah,
didn't
that
he?
was a
Loaded
great
and ready
bench.
for Abdul Karim
That was fast even in slow
Karaman
motion.
of Kazakhstan.
Abdul Karim Karaman,
He had a
Kazakhstan now for
strong
237.5.
Jumps to 237.
He is leading the field at the moment, but he's under pressure from Fukuda behind.
Yeah, Fukuda's really putting the pressure on him, isn't he? And Fukuda's a little bit heavier, so he has to outlift. But he's trying to put himself in a position to try and force Karaman to maybe put too much on.
Now we're not looking
And
at
the
it from the
lift
best
is good.
angle.
3
I was
white
a bit
lights.
concerned about lockout
Yeah,
on the right arm.
I
but
sort of tilted my head and thought I'm going to wait for the referees on that
yeah,
one.
because we're kind of looking at it diagonally through the.
We are set.
Three
The
quarters
bar
on.
is loaded for Masashi
Yeah, from that
yeah,
angle
from
you
the
can
front
see
it's
it locked.
fine.
Japan. He will attempt to take the lead from
And this is why we
Karaman.
have
This
referees
is also
arrayed all
a
around the
Masters
platform.
1 world
So now
record.
here we go. This is a Masters 1 world record for Masashi Fukuda.
He's not just beating the world record, he's smashing it. The current world record is 233 for the M1s. He is looking at 240. The open record is 250, so he's pretty close to that as well.
The record currently belongs to Hisayuki Nakayama. Was set in Kaunas in 2013. Wow, that's
that
an
is
old
a
one.
really old record. Can it be beaten today? I think it can. Did he
It
lock out that
seems
right
like he
arm? I
can.
think he has. He
The lift
has.
is good. We have a new
That is a
world
new
Masters
M1
record
world
and a
record
new
for
leader in the
Masashi
66
Fukuda, and that
open
takes him into the
division.
lead ahead of Karaman,
Fukuda.
who's put the open world record on
Struck the bar
for his
in
final
92
attempt.
and a half
We have
kilos. We are
records
ready for
galore in the
round
third round.
3.
Yeah, now we get into a bit of jostling with these guys about
We
who's
need
going last.
everybody to raise
So in the
their voices
59s,
and
Yuki
clap their
Hirakawa
hands.
leads from Batlamkalam
round 3
Perevsurin
lifters.
and
Bar is
Ivan
loaded.
Kuvaldin.
Daniel
In
McConnell
the
is coming
66
out.
kilo class, it's Masashi Fukuda ahead of Abdul Karim Karaman,
The
Andreas
sensation
Frazel.
from Great Britain.
This is Dan McGauley for 92.5.
Yeah, his second lift, he lifted without any problems, but he racked
He
early.
did. He just threw it back into the rack in triumph.
And it's
You
a
know, he's
really
not the
easy
first
mistake.
person to do that.
I think a lot of us have done that one. It's a really easy mistake to make.
He's got it to the top. He's held it
He's
to the right
waited.
command.
He gets 2 whites.
2-1 for Daniel McGauley. Give it up for the sensation.
And he's delighted
Great
with that
Britain.
result.
Our next weight is 160 kilos for Amir Reza.
He swept it back. He did well to keep
Bar is
control.
loaded.
Next out, here's Amir Reza Mesfarouche. Missed his opener, nailed it on his second.
Yeah.
Now he's gone up 10 to 160.
We talked to him out the back before. He said, "What's your plan? Get a lift on the board." He's done that.
Well, he's done that. He's fulfilled his plan.
And all he really wanted to do was have fun and enjoy it.
I think they've put some extra adjustment into that shirt now. It was a real struggle to bring
Yeah.
down
Our
and wasn't
next
going
weight
anywhere.
is
But he's got one in, and that's what matters.
Yeah, and I think when we see him next year, there's going to be a big difference because he did say he hasn't really done much in his shirt
No.
for a year. He did make the joke that he hasn't put it on in a year.
That might not be quite accurate, but he did say he's going to
He's going to be
he'll
wearing it
actually wear
weekly.
it once a week leading up to the next one. So we'll see bigger numbers from Amir next time out. But here's Alexander Chernyshov for 177.5. This will move him up ahead of Ivasyov for now, with Ivasyov still to respond.
Looking at Fakuta's placeholder at 260. He really wants to make sure he goes last. You've got to be careful with that. It
But
can
he's
catch
in
you
the
out.
lead. He is in the lead.
Yeah.
So I think that's the right move. Try and force someone to do a number they can't do, and they can't do it, so you're still in the lead. Ah, it's not quite going.
Yeah,
That's
got-
no
Let's
lift.
he got
give it
such
up
good
for
speed off his
Alexander
chest there.
Chernyshov. Our next weight, 185 for Camille
And
Awasio.
this is a great
from the
example that the
United
shirt
States.
only helps you
So far.
so far, and then
To
it's
about
all
there, yeah.
Bar is
And that's what you
loaded
say all the time,
for
Gary. You
Camille.
use that speed off the chest. You need to chase that bar to the top.
you. Yeah, if you're not getting the speed,
Speaking about speed, here's Kamil Ivasyov, USA, for his second attempt at 185.
never seen anyone get to the platform so quickly.
It's like his coach had thrown him on.
Oh, that's a tight fit.
It
It's
is.
good pop.
He's
As the tricep on the
Oh,
left just
left
wasn't
arm
enough, was
again.
it?
No lift. He does get credit for a 175.
it was so close.
Please load the bar to 195.
That left arm just
Yeah.
didn't want to join in, did it?
Bar is loaded for Frederick Eskil Merving of Norway.
Now Frederick Mervang, he's got up to 195 to try to take the silver medal. This is a big jump.
It is, but I think it's a good call. I mean, he's ranked number 4.
Can't lose his position. He's got Alistair McCall shouting at him. That's always a good incentive. And he's locked it out. I think
He
he's
has
locked
locked
it
it.
out.
That is
Oh.
2 reds.
Oh.
I think if I was the coach, I'd take a walk over to the jury just
I
to be
see
sure.
Ralph Marley's face in the audience there. So let's see it. Look at that lockout. Is it the? Maybe it's downward movement. Because I think he's locked it. The coach has taken the long walk to the jury's table,
I
and
think-
we'll see
yeah,
if
look,
he
I think
gets
in this
away with
case
that.
it's worth a walk.
In the meantime, here's Ivan Kuvaldin, Kazakhstan, for 200 kilos to move ahead of Purevsurin. Coached by Ksenia Han there, who was, I think she was a silver medalist
Yeah,
in the
she had a
84s.
big battle in the classic. Oh, the jury
It's
has
overruled.
overruled Frederick's
It's
lift.
Good lift for Frederick Mervank. He's in second place right now. And I've never seen his coach move quite that fast.
Didn't know his coach could move that fast.
However, Kuvaldin goes past now with 200 kilos. Well, depending on the referee.
And
Yep.
that was a good lift.
So that leaves moving in the bronze
Third
medal
place.
position with 2 lifters to
Please
follow.
load 205
That was a good
kilos.
result because with the front view on, it did seem
Bar is
to be
loaded
locked
for
out
Matt
Fred
Yeah.
Mervank's lift.
Here of Sierra.
Tamglam Murevsaran from Mongolia is
The
now going to
195
retake the
was
205 he
overturned.
missed
It was a
last
good
time
lift for Mervank.
to regain that silver medal position and push Frederick Mervank off the podium.
And I think it's important to note, if you're watching this at home, the referees have a split second to see a million different things on the bench and make a decision. That's
Bench
why
is
we
a
have a jury.
hard one to referee. There's so many.
Oh, nice catch there. Just got
that
away
was
from him.
nasty.
Right, let's hear it for
That
the
was a
spotters
great
once
catch
again.
from the spotters.
The lift is fine, but that
Of
just
course.
looks awful.
We move on
You can
to
see it just
22.
But that's a lift of 58 kilos body weight, holding
222
more
kilos
than
for Yuki
200
Hirakawa.
kilos in his hands.
Almost 4 times his body weight.
So
that-
that means Mervank is guaranteed
He
the
is
bronze.
the bronze medal.
And we have a open world record
Bar
now
is
for
loaded.
Yuki
This will
Hirakawa.
be an attempt at
He had
an
broke the
open
junior world record with his first
record
and his second. This is the open world record.
That's incredible,
in the
isn't he? He's still a
59 kilo
junior.
class.
And here he is
200.
looking
Could
at
be
open.
taking 221. He's taking 222. Must have just liked the look of that number better.
You know what? And he's in command. He holds the position. He's not going to lose
And
his
you
gold
know what?
medal.
I think he's in the lead in the best lifter.
Yeah, so that 222 could make the difference.
In the 59s, that world record belongs to Yotamura. Was set only last September in Japan, Asian bench. It
Well,
swung
he got
about.
it there. It was all over the shop,
That
but
is a
unfortunately, it's a downward movement and
nonetheless a
3
strong attempt.
goals. But he still
raise
takes
the
home the gold medal in the
You
World
can't be
Championship.
unhappy with that performance, and it just went a little bit out of control. He was so
Austria.
close to hitting that. Three lifts remain
Bar
in
is
today's
loaded.
competition.
If successful,
This
he will
is
move
Andreas
from the
Frazel.
bronze to the
He
gold
is
medal.
guaranteed the bronze. Would like to exchange that for gold. This is 240.
And interestingly, this is equal to the current World Masters record. And he is a Masters lifter, M1. And the reason it's 240 and not 241.5 or something like that is because you cannot chip a Masters record in an open category. Oh, that's an awkward touch. It just got all out of shape, didn't it? How he got back in control, that is beyond me.
Just couldn't hold on to it.
Yeah, he lost that on the descent for
Yeah,
sure.
he
Please
did an
raise the bar
amazing
to
job of
245
regaining
for
control.
Abdul Karaman of Kazakhstan.
Yeah, it just got
That
a little...
was all over the place.
He will attempt
Never got
to
his
go
right
from
arm
the
down,
silver
really.
No.
to the gold medal with 245.
But he takes the bronze medal nonetheless. And this is Abdul Karim Karaman for an attempt at the gold medal.
Yeah, so this is a smart move. He tried
Bar is
to
loaded.
get to go last. He's dropped his
This
lift
is
now
for the
because he
gold
originally
medal.
had the world record in there. He's dropped the 245 and then try and force Fukuda to make an error.
So this will move him past. And Fukuda is heavier, so he'll have to take 247.5 to beat him. He has a placeholder in there at the moment. Of course, you can change your attempt twice in single lift bench. I think he's done it.
Takes that as well. I'm pretty sure that's a good lift.
And
It
the lift
is.
is good. We have a new leader in the
So
66
Fukuda
kilo
will,
class.
well, Fukuda should
He's,
drop.
he's going to drop that. He's got 260 in at the moment,
We
and
have an
here comes the attempt change.
happening as we speak, however.
So let's see.
So
Surely
the
247 and a
position.
half.
I'd imagine so.
The
Yep, there it
lifter
goes.
is going to be Masashi Fukuda,
Whether or
and
not
the
he's
attempt is
capable of the
going to be
record at 250,
247.5
250.5 is immaterial. This is
Yeah.
about winning the world title.
to go ahead of Karaman in the 66s. Bar is loaded. This is for the gold medal and a World Masters 1 record.
So this is the Masters 1 world record that he broke last time out.
Yep, so he's just set the World Masters record of 240. This will add 7.5 kilos to it and give him the gold medal. I think he's well capable of it. Just got to get it all right.
There
That
it
looks pretty
is.
good.
It's up.
It
Pretty
wasn't
wide.
fast, but it doesn't have to be. He takes the M1 world record and the World Open title in the 66 kilo class.
What a performance.
Yeah, that was a great lift. There's no doubt about that. That was beyond all reasonable doubt. So in the 59 kilo class, Yuki Hirakawa takes the win at 210. Ivan Kuvaldin takes the silver medal with 200. It's Frederick Movang with 195 for the bronze, beating out Patamgrel Perevsrin only on bodyweight. In the 66 kilo class, Masashi Fukuda is the new world champion, with Abdul Karim Karaman taking the silver medal and Andreas Frazel the bronze. And Dan McGauley is the Special Olympics world champion in the 59 kilo class, having pressed 92.5 kilos. We have the medal ceremony coming up next. I hope you'll stick around for that, and we have more great lifting for you tomorrow. Join us then.
led by Mr. Alistair McCall of Norway. Here are your competitors for the final session. We begin with the 59 kilo SOI division with a lift of 92.5 kilos from Great Britain. We call up your gold medalist, Daniel McGauley. I ask that you all rise. Please remove your caps for the playing of the British national anthem. Congratulations, Daniel. We move on to the 59 kilo open division for the men. Your bronze medalist with a lift of 195 kilos from Norway, Fredrik Eskil Merving. Our silver medalist with a lift of 200 kilos from Kazakhstan, Ivan Kuvaldan. And the gold medalist with a lift of 210 kilos from Japan, Yuki Hirakawa. I ask once again that you all rise. Please remove your caps for the Japanese national anthem. Thank you, gentlemen. We move on to the 66 kilo open division. Our bronze medalist with a lift of 217.5 kilos from Austria, Andres Frazel. Our silver medalist with a lift of 245 kilos from Kazakhstan, Abdul Karim Karaman. And our gold medalist with a lift of 247.5 kilos and a world masters record from Japan, Masashi Fukuda. I ask that you all rise, remove your caps for the playing of the Japanese national anthem. Congratulations, gentlemen. Fine lifting. We move on to the women's 47-kilo open division. Your bronze medalist with a lift of 80 kilos from Kazakhstan, Asiya Orizbekova. Your silver medalist with a lift of 87.5 kilos from Japan, Yuka Miyazaki. And your gold medalist with a lift of 120 kilos from Ukraine, Oksana Otrunchik. I ask that you all rise. Please remove your caps for the playing of the Ukraine national anthem. Congratulations, ladies. Nice job. We move up to the 52-kilo open division for the women. Your bronze medalist with a lift of 110 kilos from Finland, Marcella Sandvik. Your silver medalist, by virtue of body weight, also with 110 kilos, from Great Britain, Amila Desanayaka. And our gold medalist with a lift of 132.5 kilos from Japan, Miyabi Kikuchi. And I ask once again that you all rise. Please remove your caps for the playing of the Japanese national anthem. Congratulations, ladies. Excellent lifting. Okay, there are your awards. Alistar, bring them around. Let's clap your hands one more time as we bring them by.